What is going on, guys? Yet again, and this is the Comic Guy with a brand new video for you guys. I don't know if you guys have heard or anything. It's kind of one of those things that is like, are they gonna go forward with? We haven't really heard big news, but I found this article and I just want to go ahead and give it to you guys. And pretty much it's gonna be everything about the Spider-Man universe that Sony is actually creating it on itself without bringing Spider-Man. And I'm gonna read you the article, and plus I'm gonna tell you my opinion about it. So it says Silver Sable and Black Cat movie shoots in Mexico this spring. As you guys already know, Venom is already started. It's coming out in October. Everybody is happy with the Tom Hardy, the Venom movie. I saw a couple of costumes about the way that Venom is supposed to look. I can't wait to actually see the trailer, see what's going on. But Tom Hardy is a great actor, so I think, and he actually loves the character. And before I even start, I think if you are gonna take on a character, regardless of what character it is, Venom, Spider-Man, whatever it is, like Tom Holland, he embraces Spider-Man because he loves Spider-Man. Tony Stark's embraced, Robert Downey Jr. embraced Tony Stark because he loved that character. And one thing about Tom Hardy, he said that he loves the Venom character, and he got into it. He started doing research on Venom and went over and said, okay, this is, I love the character. I'm going to put my full in it. And I think that when you're going to grab a character, any hero character, regardless of what it is, and you actually love it, it's actually going to be good. But let's go back to what I was saying. So we haven't heard much about Sony Silver Sable and Black Cat Spider-Man spin-off lately, with the studio shifting the release date from October 18, 2018 to February 8, 2019. Filming is expected to begin sometime this year. But today we have more details about the production, including when, where principal photography is slated to take place. While the movie's primary production hub will be in Atlanta, there'll also be a number of scenes shot in Mexico. Back in May, there was a report that leaked new Silver and Black story details, which revealed that part of the story is set in a dangerous area known as the Triple Frontier, an area bordering Brazil, Argentina, and Paraguay, where the Black Cat is hiding out after stealing valuable information from the government. Since that area is still quite dangerous to this day, it is believed that this Mexico shot should be doubling for that area. The report reveals that the working title for Silver and Black is Tri-Border, which could be a reference to the Triple Frontier area as well. The report also adds that production will run from March 5th through mid-June, with Christy Z, Silence of the Lambs, Red Dragon, The Departed also being brought on as a production designer. With production taking place exactly 3 months from today, it remains unclear when we'll start hearing about the cast coming together, or if director Gina Prince Blythewood is currently in the midst of the casting process or not. And if you guys don't know Gina Prince Blythewood, she was a screenwriter for Love and Basketball. She has a number of other movies, and I know Love and Basketball was one of them. She was a screenwriter of that movie. And I think, after Patty Jenkins doing Wonder Woman, and if you're going to do a movie that is based on women characters, I think bringing a woman perspective to the movie, I think it's awesome because they will understand each other more. But that's my opinion. I don't know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you guys think about that. Would it be better if a woman director would do like Patty Jenkins did Wonder Woman? I think she did great. I think she did awesome. Would it be better to have a woman director focus on like the Superwoman hero part, directing any female movie character? Let me know what you guys think below. But back to this. Along with the two title characters, Silver Sable and Black Cat, there are a number of other important characters to be cast. If the leaked story details from last year turn out to be accurate, which they very well may be, the Spider-Man spin-off follows Silver Sable as she tasks with finding Black Cat, which comes 7 years after Mendel Strom, aka Robot Master, and his two henchmen, the Scorpion and Tarantula, killed her father. The Black Cat, on the other hand, has been genetically enhanced as part of a deal with Strom to save her father from a Russian prison. And now Strom is looking for her because his financier, said to be Norman Osborn, is looking for a return on his investments. The story details also mention a number of other characters such as Dmitry Smortikov, aka the Chameleon, Dominic Fortune, Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman, Roxanne Oil, Sergei Kravenov, Kraven the Hunter, and Lonnie Lincoln, Tombstone, and Charles Standish. Although none of these characters and or details have been confirmed by Sony quite yet. So we don't know if they're going to bring those characters. It actually would be great if they mention those characters or bring those characters, because you could go into the long run and do so many things with those characters if you're going to do the whole Spider-Man universe or the Spider-Man universe spin-off that Sony's trying to do. There also have been rumors that Jane the Virgin star Gina Rodriguez is being eyed for a role, but no casting has been confirmed at this time. Both Silver and Black in this year's spin-off of Venom are both set to take place in the Spider-Man Homecoming universe, although there will be no appearance from Spidey in either of these movies or any of the upcoming spin-offs. As of now, Silver and Black is slated to go up against Warner Brothers' highly anticipated animated sequel to Lego Movie 2 and Summit Entertainment comedy Flarsky. The latest report on Silver Sable comes courtesy of #show. So, regardless of that, having the Silver and Black characters coming, going with those characters coming from like the Spider-Man universe, and it's supposed to be in the Spider-Man Homecoming universe, and not even mention Spider-Man, I think it's a great idea. I can honestly tell you, they don't have to bring character and mention Spider-Man, because if you look at the comic book, Spider-Man has his own comic book. Silver Sable, she had her own comic book. Venom had his own comic book. The Spider-Man wasn't always in the comic book. Yeah, he appeared a couple times, but he wasn't always in the comic book. So having this separate part, like everybody's like, oh, but Spider-Man, you don't have to have Spider-Man in the movie to make Spider-Man spin-off. These are characters that are in his universe, and if you look at comic books are separate. Doesn't mean that they all it's kind of the same thing as what Marvel did. Marvel went ahead and did Iron Man. Sorry. Did Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Ant-Man, their stories. And then they brought them together in Avengers. Then from there on, go on, and then Iron Man 2. Those characters have their own comic books. Then when they get together, they have the Avengers. Not everything has to be combined. So, other than that, but bringing these characters, bringing Norman Osborn, and if these characters are still in the Homecoming universe, it's good. So that means that and the MCU could use these characters also going back and forth, depending on what the whole agreement with Sony and Disney has to be. But bringing these characters, Silver and Black movie, these are characters that really a lot of people don't know about, and be like, who are these characters? And bringing these characters to life is totally a different aspect of what we all thought. I mean, they're bringing Venom, and I think Tom Hardy's going to do awesome in it. Like I said, I can't wait to actually see what they're going to bring, and anything. I just want to see what they're going to bring. That's one thing that I really want to do, is see how the Venom movie is going to turn out to be. Bring in Silver and Sable. I think I could actually tell you, if they're going to actually bring any other character from the Sony. I mean, they're already bringing Miles Morales. They have mentioned kind of like Miles in Homecoming. Even though he's from a different Earth, but they mentioned him in Homecoming, so maybe he's in the future. And plus, they're doing the whole Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse animated movie, that's coming out in December. They're introducing Miles Morales as the main character, so people could know who Miles Morales Spider-Man is. That's pretty cool. But if they are going to go with a character from the Spider-Man universe, they could do so many. And I think that right now, who's hot will be Spider-Gwen. It will be awesome if they bring Spider-Gwen into the universe, if they do a Spider-Gwen movie. There's a lot of young actresses out there that you could actually pick to be Spider-Gwen. You have a lot of young, good, talented girls out there that you could actually pick as Spider-Gwen and go into the Spider-Gwen, because Spider-Gwen so more basically is the whole thing with Spider-Man, the whole origin, the spider bit Peter Parker, and that's how he became Spider-Man. The same story, but instead of being Peter Parker, was Gwen Stacy, and then she became Spider-Gwen, and that will actually be pretty cool. I mean, like I mentioned, even though I was when I was reading the whole Silver and Black thing, that will bring in Jessica Drew as Spider-Woman, and they could go and cast Spider-Woman from there and go into a Spider-Woman movie. But right now, Spider-Gwen is the hottest, one of the hottest between Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen. The two others, from the Spider-Man universe, those are the two hot ones. And I think, I'm telling you, there's a lot of great female characters, female actresses right now that's starting off that you could pick and be like, hey, let's do a Spider-Gwen movie, Sony. I don't know what they're waiting for. I would just pick and start throwing a story together out there and go from there. And then if you're gonna do a Spider-Man universe or a Spider-Man universe, if Sony's gonna do like a Spider-Man universe, kind of the same thing what MCU's doing with characters that from the universe, they don't have to keep it all on the same Earth. They could actually do kind of like what they're doing with Miles Morales, and just bring in Spider-Gwen. That would be pretty interesting to see. I could actually tell you, I would love to see that movie. But pretty much, not a lot has been said about the Silver and Black movie. No actresses has been cast as the characters for Silver Sable, or even Black Cat. They have mentioned Gina Prince Blythewood that she's going to be directing, and Chris Z, that the production designer for like Silence of the Lambs, Red Dragon, and Departed. Mentioned that it's going to be based in Atlanta, but they're going to go have a couple of shoots in Mexico, and excuse me. Other than that, it's pretty awesome to think what they could do from there. With the whole big news, everything's going on lately with all this comic book craziness. Disney buying Fox. The DC hiring a new president for DC Films, Walter Hamada, and now Sony doing its own universe, and pretty much Venom is going to be the first movie out of the Sony universe, Venom live universe. Venom is going to be the first movie, then they're going to go Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. But other than that, man, it's going to be a very interesting year. I can't wait to see what they're actually going to bring. I can't wait to see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and I can't wait to see Venom. I actually cannot wait to see Venom. It's one of my favorite characters. But other than that, guys, this is the Comic Guy. Thank you again for coming to one of my videos. Make sure you guys comment. Let me know what you guys think about Silver and Black. What movies from the Spider-Verse you would like to see. Comment down below. Make sure you guys press that like and subscribe. Make sure you come and hit that notification so you can see all the other videos that I have. And like always, this is the Comic Guy. I will see you later, and peace.